So it starts with London system, and black played g6. The game was turned into Indian game, and we play e3. So we are setting up the typical structure of London system. And bishop g7, knight f3. This is good. Castle, bishop to d3. So since black has built up a very strong pawn structure, so I think bishop e2 is also fine. When we move the bishop to d3, it aims at a very solid pawn structure. So yeah, so bishop d3 is not as efficient as when black playing d5, the mainline variation. But bishop d3 is not a problem, of course. And black played d6 and knight d2. So the difference from Indian game to the main line is black didn't push the pawn to d. We can start or launch some queenside attack when we have more space at the queen side, because the king side is quite solid for black, so we can actually choose the other side to attack our opponent. So knight to d2, like that, it might be difficult. And black play h5. I think that's efficient move to stop our pawn pushing upward, and also it controls more with the g4. And after h4 we have this g4 square, which looks like a little bit like weak, because we cannot push the pawn, we push the knight with the h pawn. So h5, and we are castle first to make the king safe. And play c3, black play c5, attack our center, and queen b3. We want to attack this pawn, and f7. And queen b6, black offer the queen exchange. Should we take that? If we take the queen, black will develop the position of the d7 knight, and it doesn't give us any extra benefit. So maybe, and what about if we wait for our opponent taking our queen, and then we can take that with the d2 knight, we can develop our knight. So my opinion is maybe we can keep the queens as it is and wait our opponent taking our queen. And we play queen c2. Well, I mean, if we play queen c2, our bishop and the queen targeting the g6, it's still very solid. I don't see any potential opportunity with this diagonal, and we make two moves with the queen back and forth. It's a little bit wasteful of the moves, and I would just castle to make the king safe first. And as I said, if black take my queen, I can develop my knight. So queen c2, and also if we give way to the black queen, our b2 pawn will become a target, which will make our queen a little like passive. Rook e8, let me sacrifice. But in my opinion, this sacrifice is too risky, because black, if we look at the rest of pieces, maybe we can move the rook to g3 or bishop to h6 or knight to g5, but black also have 3 pieces at least. For example, knight f8, the knight can kick our queen away. And also after d5, the queen can go to the king side in one move. And also the light square bishop can go to g4. As I said, the g4 square is like an outpost. If black plays please at the g4, it can basically block the g file. And knight f8, that's a really good move. So we move queen to g3. But back to the position. So what should we do from the long run? So I will castle, and as I said, I will try to move my rook to c1 and maybe like b3, c4 to get more space at the queen side and attack black pieces at the queen side. Because if you look at our bishops, we have these two bishops aiming at the queen side, and if the queen side become more open, we could get some opportunity there. The knight f8, queen g3. Yeah, bishop g4. That's a very good defense. Block our queen. And b3. So the b2 pawn is the target. And knight d5. Push the pawn. Exchange. And look at this dark square bishop and the queen. They can collaborate at the center. And also knight e6, kick our queen. The rook can move to f8, and the knight can attack our d4. And black is so better, so good. e4, rook f8. Yeah, this is a very good move. The rook d3. Bishop attacks our rook. Rook e1. e5, and then we will lose the f2 pawn, right? So yeah, I don't think white has a chance to fight back. And after the queen exchange, black has up one minor piece. This is a huge advantage in the endgame and trading the rooks. Winning another pawn. Yeah. So let's see. And also the pair bishop are really strong. That's a great asset. These two bishops work perfectly well. Yeah. So I don't think we need to walk through the rest of the game. I think the game went well until we sacrifice our bishop. I think we don't see very clearly how our opponent can defend us, and we are a little bit like hurrying to open up the king side. But this is not the good direction to launch our attack, and we should keep our king safe and attack on the queen side. And that's it.